Hey y'all, it's Ladybug, Lady of the House. I'm back again. You want to see how I did this? Keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is open up my browser on my phone and I'm going to unsplash.com, and there you can search pretty much any photo type that you like. And I'm searching up right now HD neon wallpaper backgrounds. As you see, I was having major trouble with the typos. But you can find any type of HD images on this website ready for you to use. And I give you a few examples. You can do glittery, flowers, anything you want. I want a neon, so search that, went, scrolled, found what I wanted, downloaded it just like that. Okay, so once you found the images that you want and you downloaded all of them, you're going to go to your downloads, select the image that you want to start with, or select all of them that you're going to use. Sadly, you can't do it all at once on iPhone, but you're going to select it and save it to your photos. Once you saved it to your photos, you're going to go to your photo app and you're going to open it up. Once you open it, email them to yourself, send them to your computer if it's on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and from there we're going to move from our phone to our computer to do the rest. Alright y'all, so jumping straight to it, what I did, like you saw in the last clip, I went on the website, found the images I want, and I saved, I downloaded them. Then I had to save them to my phone, send it to my email. This time we're not working in the shortcut software, we're in Photoshop. Put all of those on this background, lined them up how I wanted, and those are what, like 4 inches, Mom?
4x4.
They're 4x4 each picture, and the pillow allows you to have 9 4x4 pictures. Mine is a neon theme, so that's what I got. Invert your image. Now, last time I told you when you were working with vinyl, you invert your image. When you're working with shirt vinyl, when you're working with sign vinyl, you leave it as is because it's going directly on top of the surface. And again, you'll be able to see what I mean when we print it. If you need a better reference, go back to my last video when I showed you guys the DIY plaques and when I showed you the DIY Christmas stocking. Those will explain both of those. So from there, you'll print everything out. Again, make sure it's inverted. Once you do that, take this shoe here. So everything's printed out and it's inverted. And as you hear, my mom's over there cutting hers. I'm just going to cut all of the excess and break them up, and it'll look like this. Now, last time we used the glossy photo paper. That's because we were printing out the picture and we wanted it to be as if it were a developed picture. You wanted it glossy, shiny, and we put it on the glass background. One of those over there. That was the first one we did. This time, you want sublimation paper or sub paper. That's because it's going on a polyester surface. So, you want to put your surface on the press and remove all wrinkles, and I'll show you that now. And that's how it should look once you remove all your wrinkles. Place them on each tile at one time. You can press individually if you want. I wouldn't really recommend that because the heat is going to disperse differently for all the images. You want them to be hit one good time with even pressure and even heat for all of them. So tape all of them down individually and then press at one time like this. Okay, y'all, so what you want to do, break down your pictures in rows of 3 and then cut them with your cutter, because with the dimensions of the paper, it's not going to fit. And I'm not really that good, as y'all saw in previous videos. My mom just did it like it was nothing, but I ain't slime enough. But I know how not to cut an image, though. I know that much. Picture this way, because since there's nothing on the white part of the paper, no ink is going to transfer to your surface, just your image that was printed, just to make sure that your dimensions are as full as possible and you get the full 4x4 measurement.
told your mama that. Because that was the only reason why I cut mine like that.
If you have any that come out like this after I made that first mistake and was able to tell y'all what happened, this is a result of trying to get too close to your image. That's why I said what I said before. Just cut this off because this will transfer to your surface. Just because it's just a little bit means nothing. If it is anywhere, if your surface is white anywhere, ink will adhere, even if you don't mean for it to. So make sure you have nothing that you do not want to go on there still on here before it meets your surface. And as you see the difference, now you just have a clean white border around it. So it's no extra ink being transferred. Only your everything should look. So from there, we're going to take everything and tape it down to our surface. Something like, once you got everything taped down, push it back. Well, no, I'm moving too fast. Cover it first. You want to leave this for 60 seconds at 400 degrees, and you'll be left with something like this. Okay, it's back as far as it's gonna go. And I don't know if y'all can see from this angle, but I'll give you an over top view. My corners were not lined up as well as I wanted, but easy way around that would be you can either cut part of your image that doesn't have too much detail on it, just the color you're missing, line it back up on top of there, cover your whole sheet evenly, do them all at once, and press again so the remaining ink will fill in the space. Or you could go around it with black, since your border is black, and fill in, but that would take a little bit more lining up. So the first one might be your best bet. Or get creative and put a glitter border around it, some flowers, pom-poms, anything, because it's custom. So however you want it to look is how to look. Nobody's to say that it's not supposed to look that way. And your colors just show so vividly.
If you ain't that like me and you're perfectionist, like you're bubbling on the inside right now because it didn't turn out right, but I'm fine with it around it. And when she wrote them, she also jotted down a vital clue. Blue with WHT. Yeah, that's gonna bother me. So what we're gonna do, I think it's time for a glitter background. I don't know, we're gonna see. And this is just a top view. How everything's looking.
This tutorial was brought to you by Toxic. I don't remember the end of the name.
So I'm going to take the Queen Elaine fabric glue and I'll insert a picture here. But I'm going to take that in this bottle, and we have a number 3 nozzle on it. That's going to give you a nice size line to work with. And I'm going to use some polyflake glitter. This is polyester glitter. It's pretty iridescent, AB. So I think that'll go well tying all of these in together. I was going to do a pink or a blue, but I wasn't too sure. And with the purpose of me doing this, this color is going to go with my bedroom scheme best. So we're going to go with this. Start at the bottom, and you can work like this. Take a piece of paper. Doesn't necessarily have to be this big, but if you do have excess of paper of this size, definitely use it. Fold it long ways, in half. Make sure you put a crease, and it's gonna come in handy. Now, place it underneath your pillowcase. And you don't necessarily have to do this step. I'm just doing it because it's easier for me. I'm just gonna dust off the glitter that's already on there. We're just gonna go around gently. Don't apply too much pressure. You don't need too much, just enough. And we're gonna go straight down and just outline each box. looks like it's drying a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and place it on these two already, my glitter. And what you want to do, just open it up a bit and dust it out. And make sure you cover it each side heavy, and don't worry about the excess because that's what the paper is for. It's going to catch everything, and at the end of your project or per each row, you can just fold your paper back up and empty it back into your container and continue on.
And continue to do the same thing for each square.
Five minutes later.
Now we're going to dust everything off, same way as we did before. Keep your paper underneath, lift, and once you do all of that, you're left with this. So my camera died. I don't know, just like I don't know right now. Hold up. Okay, my flash just wasn't on, so we're gonna start this over like this. Okay, now that my flash is on, continue what I was saying. We're gonna take a stiff brush this time and just clean up the insides and around the outsides, being cautious of our corners because this is not 100% dry yet. I'd say it's maybe 30-40% dry, maybe even more, maybe 50, because it doesn't take this glue long to dry at all. It actually starts before you can put your glitter on top if you don't move quick enough. So yeah, we're gonna say this about 40-50% dry, but I'm gonna allow mine to dry overnight. If you were in a rush, you could put it under your heat press if you have one, or you could take a blow dryer on a lower medium setting and just sit it to the side or go over it lightly, making sure you have your heat distributed evenly across the whole thing so that nothing gets too tacky, and continue on about your business. Me personally, I'm gonna let mine dry overnight, but it's done now. And you can go in and add anything else you want. You can add bows to it. You can go around and do another layer of glitter in another color, add crystal stones, whatever you want to do. But I'm done with mine. So once I clean it up, that's about it. To get rid of your excess glitter, just take a bigger brush, or you can take a wet cloth or paper towel with some warm water or alcohol and just wipe it down. Okay, y'all, so DIY hack. We can't find the batting in the workroom, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take an old pillow. I just sprayed it down with some Lysol, and I'm just gonna take the batting out of this and stuff it into my new pillow that we just created. But I've sprayed it down already with Lysol, and this is just if you don't have any batting that's loose already. This is a good way to recycle an old pillow. And just a fun task to do. It's what, Saturday or Friday? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday night, and we're just in here making things and whatnot. So I'm going to flip mine just to refresh it.
But before you do that,
This is a thumbnail. Cheers. And that's how she just finished, y'all. So here's the tip, you guys. This pillow was a full-size pillow. As you see, it's just a little square. So what we're going to do, pull it just so it can be split just a little. And we're going to cut. Just straight up here. This is a DIY of all ages. I could have used my sewing scissors, really. They're just upstairs. But yes, if you have fabric scissors, definitely use those. It'll be easier. It's Friday. I keep saying it's Friday. It's Saturday night, and we're in here creating because COVID stops most outside social activities. I'll bring them to you. Right? So, that's over. Fluff is needed. Begin to stuff once you fluffed. Fluff and stuff, stuff and fluff. In that order. If you're watching the video this far into it, comment stuff and fluff, fluff and stuff. Now, I thought we would have had to put a piece of paper in between to keep it from sticking. You can if you want, or you can just go in and pop it up like I'm doing. It won't make or break a difference. That's also how you know it's dry. So once you've gone around and done that, just begin stuffing it.
Now, for this part, once you've gotten it in, we're going to zip up, push in as you zip, just to make sure nothing gets caught, and fluff from there. What I'm going to do, since we did just glitter that side, just going to flip it down and work my way from the back. That way I can apply pressure as needed. Make sure your corners are full. And I'm just working in between the pictures because as you see, I can pretty much touch the front now. And just play with it until it's as stuffed as you like and fluffed to your liking. This is your finished product.
The glitter for me, love. It's the glitter for me.
And that's all for this video. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.